Let's try Pixel P.I. again.
Yay, again. Now with sound effects.
Sound effects, they added a tutorial and other things and stuff more proper. And a hint system, they said, but I'm assuming it's a better hint system?
Yeah, I suppose we'll have to find out. Who are you? Why are you here?
Stop going after.
I don't know anymore. Who are you, Demon Man?
What are you talking about? Answer me.
You know, I love he's Demon Man, but you still have red eyes.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's not worth it. You'll only get yourself killed.
I won't be threatened. I don't care about what you say.
Don't be stubborn. It's for your own good.
Somehow I don't believe you really care about what happens to me.
In that case, you leave me no choice. I'ma steal all your memories now.
It was just a nightmare.
Do you have those often?
Pixel, you're awake. How are you feeling?
I'm fine, Ethan. But I shouldn't be sleeping. I have to figure out why I lost my memories. My computer got wiped.
Did you do a Windows update? That might have wiped it.
What's the hurry?
If someone did this to me instead of killing me, they must have a reason. That reason is potentially dangerous to me. I need to be prepared for whatever comes next. I found something they couldn't erase. It's from a physical notebook I always keep hidden with important information. Help me set up a case on my computer. Case ID 591872222B. It's from a list of cases I found in the notebook. This is the last entry I made, so it's probably relevant.
Ah. Oh. A tutorial!
Woo! A tutorial!
Oh, there's an ideas try. That's different.
Ooh, that's new.
These are the main buttons you will find in your desktop. You should familiar yourselves with all of them. Indeed. These are clues. You should begin your investigation by reviewing these. Hint, hint. The hint button will show you a hint about the current case. Click on it only if you are stuck, or if you're just terrible like us. On the right side of the screen, you'll see the currently available interviews. Click on the interview you want to access to open the interview database. So, ideas is this, and then hint will straight up tell us what to do, probably.
And clues is basically all the information we have so far.
We know this guy is this guy.
His name is Alex.
Reminds me of a Persona character. Bernie here is a journalist, how dare she, and a police report. Oh god. Okay, they took my advice. You can move this a lot faster now. Alright, 27-year-old journalist, brunette, small stature, Langley. Detective Langley excused
right,
himself.
We're in the 2050s.
Yes. Bernie was killed with an axe, taking a hit to the head with a weapon at 512, or 1512. Oh no. An American's nightmare. Military time.
Military time. What, you can't count past 12?
No. Where was I? She was coming back home from a supermarket. Ah, yes, I remember this. It's all Alex's fault. He killed her.
Why does it say 15:12 p.m.?
Oh my god. That's true. With military time, you don't do AM or PM.
Yeah, if it's military time, you don't need PM or AM.
Alex is 25-year-old. He has no known jobs, black hair, and red eyes. Why does everyone have red eyes?
Well, in the future, I imagine you can probably get some kind of, surgery for your eyes to look more different, personalize yourself, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but you look evil. Pixel looks evil with her red eyes. Demon Dude looks evil with his red eyes. Persona character guy here looks really evil. Then again, I'm fairly sure he is the killer. This is an interview database framework window. In this window, you will interact with the case's interviews and lock statements and pieces of evidence, neatos.
Yeah.
On the left side of the window, you will see the interview metadata.
Which is basically the stuff we should always be aware of.
It contains the interviewee's name, date of interview, topic of the interview, the assigned role of the interviewee, in the case, main suspect. How did I not notice that? And the way the interview was conducted. On the middle of the window, you will see the statements. These are answers the interviewee gave during the interview. Each statement will be encrypted until you unlock it. Bottom of the window is the text input field. In order to unlock statements, you will have to ask questions to the interviewee. You can ask any question by typing them in the text input field and pressing enter or clicking send. For example, if you ask, what is your name? Can you tell me your name? Who are you? Or however you want to phrase it to Alex, his answer to that question will be decrypted, and you'll be able to see it in the statement section. Finally, by clicking on specific statements, you can access the debunk button to debunk that statement. Debunking requires that you have a clue that contradicts the statement, so most statements can't be debunked. Like Alex's name.
Obviously.
Okay, Alex, what is your name? He's Alex! Oh, the processing is much faster. Oh, and it doesn't force it this time. You have to actually click it. Nice.
Wow! How come you asking a question decrypts statements?
Well, we have this list of encrypted statements, right? Which are encrypted using the IEA algorithm. Basically, it's encrypted very compactly. To make the information retrievable, they also encrypt the vectorized intent, the statements and questions.
Vectorized? I've only heard vector when it comes to like aught stuff, in terms of like a computer doing it. Because there's vector aught, and then there's, I forgot the other kind.
Yeah.
Vector is also just direction and momentum of things moving, but that is certainly not the way they're using it.
If I vectorize the intent of my question and comparing it to the vectorized intents of the statements one by one, if there's a match, the matching statement can be decrypted by an algorithm I reverse engineered.
Oh, it is an actual term. Vectorized is an actual kind of thing.
Huh.
In IT, I should specify.
Huh. The more you know.
Well, that assumes you can trust Google AI for it.
True.
You kind of lost me there. Sounds like magic.
You're the robot!
If there is no match, my software will say something like, no match found, or however I worded it. But it doesn't matter because I can ask as many questions as needed. There can be a lot of trial and error involved, but I am able to make educated guesses based on the context of the case, and clues, a knowledge of how the police ask questions, etc.
I don't know how the police ask questions.
That's amazing, Pixel. I can't believe you can do that.
Yep, and the best thing is that by decrypting statements, we will also sometimes decrypt evidence.
How does that make sense?
Well, if I had access to the police database software when I worked there, I had access to it, and I should shut my mouth. I already told you too much.
25, neato. Oh my, again?
Well, this is the first case.
What do you want?
Hey, Pixel, we decrypted some useful clues about Alex. There was a hair found on the victim's body that matches his DNA. And also, he's receiving large sums of money in his bank account from untraceable sources. You should take a look at the clues. They're on your case clues folder.
I'll take a look at them. Thanks, Ethan.
Alright, their bank statement shows daily deposits from different accounts beginning April 5th up to and including the day statement was obtained, the 17th. It amounts to a very large sum. A strand of hair contained their DNA. They interacted with Bernie the day they died. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, they were doing laundry and they were at their home.
Why is your hair on Bernie's corpse?
I'm gonna kill you, Ethan. I think that's your name. They don't know why their hair was found on the victim. They brushed past each other at the supermarket.
We decrypted another clue that corroborates the fact that Alex and Bernie were seen at the same supermarket at the same time, very close to the time and place where she was killed.
He also probably happened to be buying an axe.
With that clue, we should be able to debunk his claim about the location at the time of the incident.
Oh, good. Toil. To debunk a statement, the first thing you need to do is select the clue that contradicts the statement or shows that the statement is false or invalid. The next step is explaining how the clue contradicts the statement. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. For example, if the statement was, I was at the park that day, and the clue says the park was closed that day, you can say the park was closed that day so you couldn't have been there. Make sure you selected the right statement and the right clue. Most statements can't be debunked. Make sure you found a meaningful problem in the statement that a clue you own can demonstrate.
He said he was back home, right? You need to make a different statement.
No, but we're debunking this specific statement.
Oh, okay.
He even said we have brushed past each other at the supermarket I went to earlier that day.
Yeah, we're not seen together.
Debunk! I don't know. Oh, it's not convincing
I
enough.
also think it's because that's not where you're supposed to be. You need to be up at where he says he was home.
Debunk their claim about the location. Oh. So it'd be this one then. See, this is why you're here. Nope, that's the back. I don't want back. They were just passing by.
Uh-huh.
Confront them about the bank payments. Okay.
Fuck you! Damn.
For a job they're doing, but it's under a non-disclosure agreement, so they can't talk about it.
I think that's all we're going to learn from Alex's interview. It would be interesting to get more insight into why Alex wasn't arrested, given all the evidence there's against him. We've decrypted a new interview that may give us some more information on this. Let's take a look.
Yo, what is your name? How old are you? No, you tell us how old you are, but you will not tell us who you are.
Also
Okay.
check, see how it's conducted. It's conducted in a highly encrypted holographic conference.
I remembered that one, so.
Damn.
Oh my god! Alright, this dude is a private investigator, heard on the news that a journalist was killed, so they wanted to do some digging on their own and found some interesting stuff. Bernie was investigating the black market, and some of the groups that operate there, the Crimson Mob, the Black Hand. Some even neither she nor I know the name of. Well, someone didn't like that and decided to silence her. Why is it that in so much media, the Black Hand is always an underground criminal group?
Yeah, I'm not sure where the whole term of the Black Hand comes from, because the original Black Hand, I believe, is literally was a Serbian nationalist group that were the ones behind killing Archduke Ferdinand that caused the First World War.
Yeah, in so much media, it's the Black Hand is this criminal organization.
I guess it's because it's a very neat sounding name. It's very edgy, you know?
Who did it? The Black Hand.
Oh no, the Black Hand.
Someone who didn't like Bernie poking around some of the groups that operate on the black market had hired someone to kill her. They hired his Alex. They have a reputation as a for-hire murderer in the black market. Wonderful! They start receiving payments that no one knows what they're for or where they're from. It's obvious what's going on.
Oh, come on, that's not fair.
What happened?
I was so close to solving this case, and this guy just spoiled it for me. All I needed to know was Alex's connection to the black market. And I've been able to definitely prove he was the killer. I didn't even need a random P.I. appearing and explaining how to solve the whole thing.
So I want to see what the hint system is, so I'm going to click hint here.
Should ask the P.I. why he knows so much about the black market.
Interesting, it's the same as what the idea is. They make me companies that deal in the black market. They wish they didn't know.
Pixel, what do you know about the black market?
I got my NIU in the black market.
What is an NIU?
The Neural Interface Units. It's a device that allows me to connect to the internet and other devices with my mind. I had to get it in the black market because I was too young to get it legally. I wanted it so bad.
That sounds dangerous. How was your experience?
I had to access the dark web and I found a seller there. I met them in a random store in the city and it was a weird experience.
Did you go alone?
Yeah, but I had backup in a way. I'm sure there was a police officer nearby and I hacked his radio to the signal. My location if something went wrong.
That's smart, Pixel.
Oh, the corrupted stuff is revealed in green.
Ah. Well, yeah, what do you want to do with the information you've gathered?
Just want to make sure you guys, the police, do your job. I know some of you have been compromised, but I also know most of you are honest and want to do what's right. Or at least, that's what I want to believe. So I'm here to do anything I can to help you, because I'm a good Samaritan.
Yay!
Pixel, do you know about triples question mark?
I mean, I guess there's punctuation, it just looks weird like this.
Seems like he does kind of what you do.
Kind of what I do? I would never help the police for free. Those guys are all rats.
I'm confused. Did you work at the police?
Not really. I was an external consultant.
Right. That's totally different.
Bold move getting this sassy with me at an elbow-to-face distance. I don't think I knew this P.I. either. I'm not sure. Also, I don't think he's being honest. Something's off about this character. I can feel it. That being said, I agree with his analysis of the case. There's not much to figure out except for why the police didn't arrest Alex. I think we've gotten enough information from this case. Alex was paid by some shady organization to kill Bernie because she was getting too close to the truth about their illegal activities. This random P.I. seems to think the police is compromised. Must be why Alex wasn't arrested.
Yeah, of course the police is compromised. You're in the 2050s and with the relatively prominent black market. So you hit finish.
I wonder if the same people who killed Bernie are the responsible for my memory loss. Maybe I was working on a case that involved them. But that still doesn't explain why they couldn't just kill me. Also, that mysterious P.I. seemingly helping the police. Wonder how he fits in all of this. I don't trust him at all. Maybe next case will shed some more light on this. Let's set up case ID 239847112-J.
I'm on it.
Ah, yes, the case we totally finished last time. Let's look at our clues. PR, he reported John to the police on the 13th, accusing him of stealing a card. Sorry about that. Gray hair, Detective Oakley this time. Killed by a bullet to the head in his home at around 9, the day 17/7.
2088. We are even further in the future. That old case one was from the 2050s. This is 2088, at least this one.
Wait, really? There's 30-year difference?
Yeah, holy shit, okay.
How old is Pixel? How was she involved? Yeah, killed by a bullet. Emma is his girlfriend. She's probably completely innocent. Louis probably deserves all the death. I think it was Louis, or was it William? I think it was William that was terrible. John, he is so happy! William! I think it's William that was evil. And William has a collection of guns.
Yeah, antique guns at that.
William.
63, right?
Only talked a few times.
What were you doing at the time?
They were at home. They were watching TV. Couldn't have killed John. They were at home the whole time. Louis can confirm that. And the shot actually hit my house on the outside while I was at my property.
Do we know who Louis is?
We decrypted a new interview about this Louis guy.
Hi, Louis. How old are you?
58, right?
How do you know John? They didn't know personally, knew him by sight. Waved at each other when we saw each other outside. How do you know William, buddy old pal? Their neighbor across the street, don't know much about them. None of you talk to each other.
What were you doing at the time of the murder?
Okay. The night of the incident, they were at home right across the street from William and John's houses. They were composing a track, that's right, playing the piano in my living room. I couldn't have killed John. I was at home when both gunshots were fired. There's no line of sight between my property and the inside of John's living room. I want to ask what they do for a living. I want to see if they give something else for that before I forget about it. Music composer at the moment. They're working on music for a new movie. What is the movie? Local dog, that's right. Yeah, this is the TCG thingy.
Yeah, the battle monster thing. But what did you do when you heard the shots?
I heard a gunshot. Cool. I went outside to see. Oh my god.
I was like, oh my god, that was a lot.
Yeah. What did you do when you heard a gunshot? Well, I heard a gunshot. I went outside to see what was going on. I saw William leaving. What did these mean?
I have no idea.
See what was going on. Saw William leaving his house almost at the same time, so I went to talk to him. Talked with William for a few seconds. We just agreed that the noise was a gunshot and that he would call the police. We then went back home. A few seconds after I got back inside, another gunshot. They assume William called the police, so they stay inside looking out the window until the police arrived.
What?
Okay, discover what they witnessed, yeah. They heard a loud noise. They went outside to investigate and met the neighbor across the street, Louis, who was also concerned about the noise. Came back inside and heard the second gunshot, which sounded much closer. They called the police to report the gunshots.
This decrypted a new piece of evidence. There were two bullets found around the crime scene. We should be able to debunk William's argument that he couldn't have shot John.
How does this say... How do we debunk this?
I have no idea.
Discover if they knew about the conflict John had with other people. John and Emma had a fight.
Oh.
You really like just talking, don't you?
A weird live interview with Emma regarding John's murder. Looks promising.
Let's see it. A new clue got decrypted. Some rumors about John and Emma. They apparently had a fight a few days before the incident. Want to know what they were fighting about?
Emma's John's girlfriend. They saw them fighting on 14/7. Discover and understand their profession. Oh yeah, we never did ask him. Someone who finds and buys valuable items from other people and resells them for a profit. Did you have any issues with John? Never had any serious conflicts, but one time he accused my dog Emmy of stealing another neighbor's rake and taking him to his home. It was ridiculous. That sounds ridiculous.
That does sound pretty ridiculous.
How old is your dog? I'd ask that.
Aw.
6 years old.
Okay.
And they also found a missing child in a park.
Yay!
Oh my god, there's so many. William made a police report about John some days ago. I think he accused him of stealing something, but he recanted the accusation later. And then he and his girlfriend had a fight.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
We decrypted a new interview about William's report against John. It's from 3 days before the incident.
3 days? That's to be relevant to this case.
He owns some kind of game store in the city.
Okay.
Yeah, why is this getting checked?
What is John and William's relationship?
They live next to each other, so I assume they know each other. To be fair, I live next to people and I don't really know them.
Yeah. What's the living situation like?
I know there was one that would like refuse to answer.
Okay, you live with your dog.
Really? What do you do for a living? Professional battle monster TCG person thingy-mabobbers.
But also freelance software developer.
Like John died, they're at their house. My roommate can confirm it. It's an apartment in the city, an hour away from John.
Alright.
Neatos.
What is your relationship with John?
They were dating, lived with him on the weekends. Personal interview at Emma's domicile. Who uses the word domicile?
Well, it's more elaborate.
Oh, John deserves death. He likes to tell dad jokes. What kind of question is, how do you feel about John dying? Seriously, what kind of question is that?
Yeah.
Did you ever fight with Johnny Boy? You can really do some really stupid things with these, actually.
We can debunk that.
We had a good relationship. Aha! You lie!
Yes, you have seen the argument with John in front of his house on the 1407.
I'm going to see if I can just do it this simple. You were seen arguing with him by several neighbors. They borrowed William's card to use at a tournament. I was going to return it, but John found out and he was so mad he yelled at me. He ended up returning the card anonymously for me. William might have killed him and it's all her fault. Ask about the Battle Monster Cards franchise. A TCG collectible card game where players build decks of cards represent monsters battle each other. It's basically Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, more or less. So do you make money doing this?
By winning tournaments.
Okay.
Brilliant. What is your name? Happy Fellow?
How old are you, John? What do you do for a living?
Manage trading card shop. Actually, hold on. How old was Emma?
Oh, 32.
32? Oh, they have a 10-year age difference.
No. Do you know what you were accused for?
I did steal William's card. Do you know who stole the card? Boo. No idea why William would accuse me of stealing his card. I guess that was.
What kind of card was it?
Was it the Blue Eyes White Dragon? Okay. You've seen the missing Battle Monster card. He showed it to you a few days ago. William's missing Battle Monster card is probably worth a lot of money, more than 100,000. Oh my god.
Very expensive.
It's very valuable because it's a rare first edition and it's in mint condition. Only a few of them exist in the world. And on top of that, it's very sought after by players because it's one of the most powerful in the game. So you're telling me your girlfriend ruined it and probably cuts value in half to use it.
Oh, God.
How do you ask this question in a more human way?
Yeah.
Like, I never really ask people, hey, what's your living situation? Emma stays over during the weekends. What was stolen? Officially appraised Battle Monster card. Cosmonkai was stolen by John. It's worth a lot of money. It's the only known copy of the card in existence. Managed to secure a highly sought after auction slot for my card for today. But now thanks to him, I have nothing to show for it. The opportunity is lost and I expect to be properly redressed. Member of the network, and I will not tolerate being treated like this.
What is the network?
Deleted. Oh my god, there's more clues than last time, I feel like.
Ooh, that's actually good. That means we have a little bit more to work with.
A mint condition card. Recanted his accusation. Case is broken. Emma's deck list for the tournament on the 14th of July lists the cards she used in the tournament, including Cosmonkai. They scheduled to auction his Cosmonkai card on the 13th of July. William failed to show up for it, resulting in a last-minute cancellation of his slot and a penalty from the auction house, including a 1-month suspension and a hefty fine.
Damn.
The rare card is worth a lot of money. Only a few in existence.
When did you last see the card?
The day before they made the denouncement. It was in a drawer in my studio where they always kept it.
In their studio, okay.
They sent the card for appraisal, then encased in a special plastic with a serial number that matches the one in that certificate of authenticity. Found a line with their name.
Okay.
Discover and understand their profession.
That's in the top one.
Did we already ask his profession? That's the hint. Debunk William's argument that he couldn't have shot John. William says he couldn't have fired the shot, but we have a clue that shows that there were 2 shots actually. So arguing he couldn't have fired the shot is not a solid alibi.
Oh.
So debunk this. I'm assuming 2 bullets?
Yeah.
Maybe? I don't know.
Oh, something did happen. Lynn's alibi only makes sense if there had been only 1 shot. There were 2 shots the night of the murder. He argues he couldn't have shot one of them, but even if that were true, there's another shot he could have shot. His alibi is worthless. Now that doesn't mean that he is the killer. He might have been nervous or confused when he gave that argument.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
I still don't get what this discover is, but let's test.
You have to understand William's relationship with this case.
Hold on, does it change based on which one I click on?
It might. You should ask William if he had any conflict with John.
Yes, it does. I like that. I will literally ask it how it's saying. It literally said ask.
How do you know John? You often invited him over for dinner because they seemed like nice people and I wanted to get to know them better.
That's right. William's the pervert. Did anyone else know where the card was? Yes. That's weird. I asked if you had any issues with John, but no, you don't say he stole your card.
Okay. And he also said them. Asked William if he had any conflict with John.
How do you word that? Find out how they suspect the card was stolen. How was the card stolen?
Oh.
Did I ask a variation of that at some point?
Yeah, I guess so. As his girlfriend came over for dinner the night before I noticed it was missing, he must have taken it then.
Yes, it is a coincidence.
How did you get the card?
Bought it from a lady in a garage sale where she was selling her late husband's stuff.
Ask about the Battle Monster franchise.
Like a card game that was popular in the 90s. Basically Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
Also, the 90s is literally about to start again in this universe.
So this is basically a 90-year-old game at this point.
They have different monsters with unique abilities, and players battle each other using these cards. It's based on an old TV show that's based on an even older video game series.
Damn.
How many variations do I have to ask this? I swear I asked something like it. Or not. They've never had any conflicts.
No, you didn't.
I think we can debunk that one, actually.
Yep.
Is that just enough? Yeah. I filed a report against John because I thought John had stolen my card, but soon after I recanted the accusation, the whole thing was resolved before the murder, so I had no reason to be mad. You have all the reason. Louie's a neighbor across the street. We had a short conversation. They have conversations when they meet outside, but short ones.
Yeah. What can you tell us about John?
That John was a trading card game store owner, lived alone, but he had a girlfriend named Emma who visited him often. Yay! Ideas!
Empty.
Oh, we're out of ideas, everyone.
Oh no! Debunk Williams' statement that the card issue was resolved before the murder, so he had no reason to be mad.
Shh. Totally knew that. Would it be this thing then?
I'm not sure.
Or the news?
If that works.
I don't know if that's going to debunk it. No.
Debunk Williams' statement that the card issue was resolved before the murder. He had no reason to be mad.
No, it changed what it was.
We have evidence that he missed a highly sought after auction spot. It's because he missed the auction spot. That one there with the question mark. Yeah, he had to pay a fine. A hefty fine and a suspension. Ah.
Yep, you're right. I was angry about missing the auction for the card. It wasn't John's fault. I had just misplaced the card and I found it in my home the day I recanted the accusation. So I had no reason to be angry at anyone but me.
I think we're enough from this case. Emma stole Williams' trading cards he used in a tournament, which caused William to think John stole it. They reported it to the police. John then retrieved the card from Emma and returned it in an envelope, hoping William wouldn't figure out it was him. But people saw him and worked it around to William. So when he saw the card's case broken inside the envelope, probably freaked out and wanted to get back to John. So the night of the murder, William shot him through the window and came out of his home to pretend to be word to his neighbors. It was Louis who encountered him. He then went back inside and into his backyard and shut his house to divert their attention from the first shot. I feel bad for John. He was trying to do the right thing and protect Emma. Overall, the case was very simple, and the police got most of the relevant information from the interviews and clues. So once again, the question remains, why wasn't the culprit charged?
Because he's part of the network.
I hope the next case has shed some light into this.
Alright, we can hit the finish button. The creepy old man. There it is.
There it is. Oh god.
What is this decrypted layers 1.5? Is it just this is the first version of it, and then once they turn, it's fully encrypted? Decrypted? He always stares at me through the window when I'm at the pool, and he always makes weird comments about me. He says my outfits make him act up, and that's dangerous to just like that around him.
Oh god, that is so creepy.
Well, yeah, he is a creepy old man. They invited to dinner because she would be there. She's the one who declined because she didn't want to be around him. I don't blame her whatsoever. Yeah. And she knew the card, so he invited them over and accepted, so he was bragging about it. And so he must have mentioned it was a Cosmin-Kai card or something. Could be the killer because John was very worried about the card thing. William already thought John stole it.
Thanks for playing the demo, and this time we actually got through it thanks to the new hint system. Whee!